Could you beat any UFC ranked fighter? Top 15 pig? No. Thank you for the 2. But I would sleep Marcin Tybura, I think. Yes or no, chat? I've been thinking about doing something. And I want to know how you guys feel about it. For some of the smaller fighters that are Jerusalem affiliated that maybe aren't enough to do an interview on their own, what would you think about me, like, as I'm doing the prediction videos, if they're Jerusalem affiliated and I am going to pick them to win, or I'm going to pick them to lose even, maybe getting them in the prediction video when it's their turn and their fight comes up, or something like that. I could see something. No, why are you feeling fat? I don't know. W idea. I think that could be a cool idea. I was thinking when I was doing the predictions and I didn't have the DDP interview yet, I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I could like get to the DDP part and say, how do you think you're going to win? And then he just like speaks through into like the audio of the prediction video and says, oh, let me tell you, Guru, this fight, it's going down, just to get there saying it. And I felt like maybe not for DDP because it seems a bit demeaning for him. And I'd like, he deserves his own interview. But if it was like Orban Elliott and I'd like picked against him, or Radke, Charles Radke, and I'd picked him to win, and I say, but before we move on, we got to see what Radke thinks about this. You know what I mean? And then Radke jumps in and starts saying, I tell you this, he getting knocked out in round 1 or something. I don't know. I feel like that could work. That could be a very fun way of doing things. That's not what James Lynch does because they're predicting other fights. I would have them chime in on my prediction of their fight. And if I picked against them, they could like chime in. Who knows though? It's not a bad idea. It could be cool. It wouldn't be every time, but it'd be like it'd be like a one-off prediction video where for this one, someone would chime in. Could be a decent idea. Because I get a lot of fighters that are Jerusalem affiliated, but I'm not going to interview them before every fight, you know? Just viewership-wise. Get Salt Mines Piper and pick against him. I will, yeah, exactly. Exactly what I'm talking about. If Piper is like on one of the cards and I'm going to pick against him to lose. If I just get him to like, what's up, Guru? Just call him and see if I can, like, dude, I want to put you in the video, answer the voice call. And he goes, what's up, man? I was like, I don't know, dude, just picking against you in this next fight. What? No, come on, you fucking idiot. You really think I'm going to lose this? I don't know. It could be interesting for like a smaller fight card. Not the pay-per-views, maybe. Your birthday is soon, Guru. Where would you put DDP on pound for pound if he wins? Chat, yes or no? Let's get this established. If Dricus du Plessis beats Khamzat Chimaev, #1 pound for pound in the UFC. That'd be Chimaev, Strickland twice, Whittaker at the time that he beat him, Adesanya as well, in the mix of that as well. You've got to put him #1 pound for pound, I think. That's not far-fetched at all. Because it'll be before Ilya's next fight and before Makhachev's next fight. No, #2. Wow, no #2. #2 he would be. So why would he be above Makhachev but not Ilya Topuria? Why would he be above Makhachev and not Ilya Topuria then? Explain that one. Oh, now 3 at most. Okay, cool. 3 at most. Sorry, let's change. You'd have to have some consistency in the argument to say #2. So let's just say #3 so you don't have to actually argue your point. Say #3, chat. It's easier. Because if he's above Makhachev, he's above Topuria. End of. They're right next to each other, pound for pound. I think it's just Ilya's first round knockouts. Thank you for the £2. Oh, yeah, because to why he's up there on the pound for pound. But if Chimaev gets finished by Dricus, that's impressive as fuck. Finishing Chimaev in a fight is more impressive than finishing Oliveira. Even though Oliveira is a greater win to have on your resume, a definitive finish over Chimaev is a more impressive way of winning against Chimaev than it is against Oliveira, because that's how Oliveira loses. You know what I'm saying? Finishing Khamzat, who's been the boogeyman for years, is more impressive than Charles, pound for pound #1. Finishing Khamzat, who's been the boogeyman for years, is more impressive than Charles, pound for pound #1. Yeah, at this point, right? Obviously a win over Charles when you look back in the histories of MMA. If Chimaev loses this and never becomes champ, it'll be different. But at the moment, yeah, it'd be more shocking if DDP were to finish Chimaev brutally. Did you see what Porzingis said? Dude, dude, Porzingis. This is a message to my good friend, Kristaps Porzingis, who may or may not still follow me on Twitter. Just a big message, dude. If you need sage advice, I've got you. And you know it'll be from the bottom of my heart. You know, it'll be genuine advice. It won't be someone trying to take advantage of you in this scene. You want me to come over, sort of see what you're doing in the training? If you ever want to try and be heavyweight champ, dude, I'll rally behind Kristaps Porzingis. Up until the Aspinall fight. Then I'll have to root against him. And then he should maybe doubt that I have his best interest at heart. But up until then, I'll get him to the top.
I have a lot of things on my mind after this fight. I just think, like, you won the title.
But speaking of business, I see the business side. I see...
Hang on a second. I'm going to permaban someone from chat real quick. I'm going to scroll up in donations and find who told me that, and I'm going to permaban.
the business side. I see...
Hang on a second. I'm going to permaban someone from chat real quick. I'm going to scroll up in donations and find who told me that, and I'm going to permaban him in chat. Hang on a second here. This Black Rello, please, I want to see your reaction to it. I believe the person said, please let me, I want to see your reaction to it. You've got to be permabanned and never allowed to donate ever again. Go to the almond thing. Samuel, 2-3. Yeah, you got to be punished for this. I'm sorry. Out you go. I don't care. Wasted my fucking time. Armand said ducking number 7 Gamrot to fight number 9 Paddy. He never said any of that, and I watched it for a minute and a half after the point that you told me to. Get out of my fucking stream forever. You stupid fuck! You stupid fat bitch! Wasted my fucking time. Never again. This is what I mean. I don't look shit up. You guys tell me anymore, dude. Waste of fucking time. Autistic people. Tell me where they said it and find the timestamp. Waste of my fucking time. Nina is literally 60 years of age, still posting bikini videos online. Like, go look after your grandchildren. You're literally 80 years old. Thank you for the 8 Australian dollars. All right, fair enough. The only reason Nina exists is because you can't help but retweet shit, you know. She does that all the time. That's the classic Nina post. I wonder how angry people are going to get about this. You know? It is what it is, man. I just think she's hypocritical as fuck, and I don't like hypocritical bitches. What's Bisping's actual reason for hating Conor? I can say it because I don't even know if it's true. But here's what the consensus understanding was amongst the backstages of the MMA world. The consensus opinion was, I'll just say it because I'm not going to save it on like some blackmail shit. Apparently, there was like a massive argument between them. This is the dumb story I've been told. Apparently, Conor McGregor and Bisping had a bit of a beef. And during that beef, Conor McGregor sent some people to Bisping's house, not knowing that Bisping was staying with his parents at the time. Okay? This is the story. Not knowing that Bisping, while he was in the UK, was going to be staying with his parents. So Conor sent some people to his house to like teach him a fucking lesson, basically. Apparently Bisping owed money to them or something along that or those lines. I don't know if that was just the justification for why they went over there or the reason they gave. But apparently there were some people Bisping owed money to. Angry amongst them. Kinahan's maybe situation, who knows. Conor sent people to his house, not knowing that he was staying with his parents in the house. And then the story is as to why McGregor has such disrespect for him is that when the people went into Bisping's house to confront him, Bisping apparently fled the house, leaving his parents in the house to deal with the people that came in while he fled. That is the story. I don't know if it's true. It might be complete utter bullshit. But that is the general understanding that I've come to about the whole Bisping and McGregor situation. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if Miss Bisping will ever clarify the story, but it may be. I don't know what it is, but it's something along those lines. It could be bullshit, though. It genuinely could be bullshit. That could be nuts. I don't know if some parts of it are true, some parts of it aren't. But you know how McGregor sent people to that girl's house? And then McGregor even sent people to that guy's house that recorded him and his wife having sex as well. I don't know if you guys are aware of that one. But that guy that recorded McGregor and his wife having sex in their house ended up going missing for a bit. You know. So there is some layers to it for sure. A lot of UK fighters are involved in all that, though. When you look at Till, but you know, not in all that level of stuff. But there's always shady stuff going on whenever there's like fighting involved and regional fight leagues being made and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not Darren Till, but UK. Who's Tyson Fury? No, who was the guy that had a situation? I think Tommy Fury got into a situation with some weird gang. Fury had a similar situation as well. There's a lot of weird gangs that still exist in the UK that sort of live in that sort of amateur fight league world. It's very interesting. UK regional underworld is shady. It is, dude, yeah, because it's all the gypsy shit, you know what I mean? Of like low-level, unauthorized fight leagues, basically. That's where a lot of these people hang out because there's like a generic assumption that this isn't legal in the first place, so people that aren't legal are welcome here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the 2. What if the killer looking for Bisping was Connor? Thank you for the 2. I don't know. Yeah. But this reminds me, you know when Bisping had the killer with the hammer and the oil in his house? Do you guys remember that story when there was that guy that was trying to burn Bisping alive in his house and douse him in gasoline? I didn't even make that connection. Maybe this has gone on for a bit longer than we thought. I don't know how early that was in Bisping's career, though. But I think Bisping's been making a video on it recently about the serial killer that raided his house with a hammer and all of this. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't think it's connected. I think that was before he even knew McGregor. But maybe it was like when McGregor was on the come up. I don't know. Yeah, he was young. Yeah, it was before it. Never mind. But it could insinuate that Bisping's been involved and been in trouble with a few. Bisping was a bit of a skinhead back in the day, you know? From out a little town outside of Manchester. Rebecca is in my DMs, yeah, baby. Being a Nick Six's latest pod, he cries, says he doesn't watch or see social media hate. Guy stinks. He cried. We need a video, sir. Guru, strong and jacked. Right, what has Eric Nixick done? Has he really cried? I almost don't believe you. Adesanya picking Dricus Duplessis. You love to see the maturity, dude. We made him humble. We matured Adesanya. I'm confident DDP wins. He better than 6-Day Usman. I know, dude, he's better than 6-Day Usman. By fucking far. By absolutely fucking far. Eric Nixick opens up on coaching struggles. I struck a nerve, yeah. I'm making the video regardless. But it's good that he's having the conversation, you know what? So actually, respect to Eric Nixick. He could just deny any, mistakes, but, yeah, he's having a problem. People forget, man. Guru met David Beckham's grandmother. I didn't know it was his mum. It was actually his mum. But I saw her as that much older that I thought it was his grandmother. But he was, of course, an adult then. So his mum was like a grandma. So no, it was actually his mum. I met David. David Beckham's mum gave me a... I'll go get it. She gave me a David Beckham medal. Let me have a look. Bom, 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 bom. Boy had to stretch. I did have to stretch. No, I had to get this for proof. David Beckham Academy Soccer Camp. Wow. It's super wow. It's pretty cool and it's in good condition still. Whoa. When did you steal that? I didn't steal it. I did not. When are we getting a gooning sesh? We're not. Why is the UFC pushing Pico? I don't know why they push... Chat, why do they push so hard all of the fighters that are out from other promotions? Right? Chandler, Pico, Patricky Mix. It feels like they look in their own divisions and they go, no one worth promoting here. I don't know why they do that, actually. Do you think it's to backfire? Yeah, to see them fail? Do you think that's what it is? To put so much pressure on them that they fumble their debut? That actually might not be a bad idea. They think these guys are superstars. I think it might honestly be cheap to get into big fights, yeah. And also, maybe to put that pressure on them, you know what I mean? So they do fumble it. To show them the A company, yeah. Stand up and do a little spin for us now. Is the Adin Ross companion this weekend? Right, that's something I need to talk to you guys about. That's something that we need to discuss. Adin Ross messaged me. Adin Ross messaged me saying, do you want to react to UFC 319 together? And I don't know how to respond. I said, do you only stream the pay-per-view cards or do you do every card in the attempt that this response will buy me an alibi? It's not that I don't want to do the joint stream for UFC 319. It's just that I think UFC 319, not looking at chat so I can give my genuine thoughts, I think UFC 319 is an important event for my community, and I don't want to like miss watching Duplessis versus Chimaev and miss reacting to it with my chat and my stream while I'm talking to Adin Ross. I think the best way to do the Adin Ross companion is to trial it on a big fight night card rather than an extremely important event that needs to be shared amongst us, fan base to creator. Even though it would be very, very beneficial for my career and very, very beneficial for connections and sponsors and all of that, I think I'm going to choose the boys. So I don't know. Do it on the Saudi card? Yeah, something like that. A fight night card. UFC 319 is important, man. I want to be here with you guys for Duplessis versus Chimaev. And I don't want to be talking to Adin Ross in his chat for that. I'd rather be around you guys than Adin Ross. Which is not a shade at Adin Ross. Like, I want to do the collab. This one's Duplessis. This one's very important for the foundations of the channel. You know what I'm saying? So I've asked him if he does it for fight night cards as well. And if he does, I'm going to say, well, why not do it for the China fight night? That's way better, right, chat? If we do it for like the China fight night card, I think that would be way better if we could do it for that, you know? But I don't know, man. I don't know. Imagine 319's going on and I'm just not live on YouTube and I'm chatting with Adin Ross and he's bringing people on the Zoom and whatever. Just wouldn't be the same. Do it with Adin, Mr. Blumpkin. You deserve it. Yeah, I don't know. Tell Adin you'd rather do a live reaction to a... No. Impression of Dean Thomas giving the worst take you've ever heard in the middle of a main event, like always. Thank you for the $5. Let me know what you guys think about that anyway, because I'm not sure. Adin asks you who your favorite OnlyFans girl while DDP's out cold. I know. I just feel like I need to be here for a genuine reaction where I'm not in a conversation with someone trying to, like, get them to understand the sport. This is very important. You know? Guru is gatekeeping our conversation with DDP. I'm not. Do it for the Noche card? Yes, exactly. I could do it for the Noche card. Adin Ross is responding now. Best way to open Adin collab is saying Erica. Okay. Just do some 319 with Adin. It's 100% worth. I could do the prelims with him. He said, okay, no problem. Maybe in the future then. See what I mean? Impression of you beside delivery with your baby mama Alexa Grasso and Dr. Dana saying it's a Mexican baby boy. It's a Mexican baby boy. Thank you for the $5. Do it for the Noche card. I asked him about the Noche card. He said maybe in the future. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm down to do it. I'm just 319. I want to watch it with the boys. I don't know why people think Hamzat wins easily. DDP by piano. You think you have to at least be solo for the main event? Yeah, true. You speak of foundation. This is Sparta. We with you. Do not pass up on Mike Adin Ross opportunity, bro. We'll be there. We'll be there after. This will boost you beyond belief. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm based Guru. 319 is too big to talk BS. Glad to see a creator like you looking out for the boys. Love the companions. I just really think 319 is very important. I want to have in the history of my channel my live reaction and fight companion to 319. This is big for me. This is a very important event for me, you know. So I'm kind of torn. I want to do the collab because I know it's good for me and I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a good thing. You know, my cousins would think I'm the coolest person ever to get an Adin Ross collab. So I'm kind of torn. Tell Adin the great detail of delicious Blumpkins. No. Do a poll. No. Thank you for the fight. 319 with the boys. I think 319's for the boys. Tell Adin to get Nick Fuentes on at the same time. No. Yes, I'll do that. Why have you not discussed the stench with DJ? You made the right decision. Carb 319 is important. Isn't 319 just very important for the culture, dude? I owe it to the UFC fans, dude. It's not about getting mainstream and getting popular, dude. I think this one's for the hardcores, man. This is very important historically. So, yeah. We need the Guru full of joy, organic reaction, or a rage-filled crash out, or organic classic Guru reaction to the fight. Yeah. Because I feel like yes or no, chat. If Chimaev catches Dricus in like a anaconda choke, I feel like I'll be reacting to it and Adin Ross will be going, what happened, Guru? What happened? Wait, what happened there? He anaconda choke. It's an anaconda choke. He got him with an anaconda choke. Wait, what? What? That just, it's over? Is the fight over? Yeah, the fight's over. I feel like it could become that. You know, and this is very important. So I don't want that. I remember watching Khabib versus McGregor with my dad, and it fucking ruined everything for me. I watched Khabib versus McGregor at like 5 a.m. with my dad. And while in round 2, my dad was asking me why McGregor doesn't use the cage to get back up. And I was saying it's illegal to grab the cage. And he's getting beaten up in round 2, and the tears are coming out my eyes. tears trickling down my cheeks. I'm telling my dad he can't grab the cage. Back to Khabib. Bam, bam, bam in round 2, dude. That was one of the most emotional moments of my life, man. I was just, in round 3, I was just praying McGregor didn't get chinned on the feet, honestly. You fucking dead fucking fly. There you go.